Hi, good morning, everyone. I am Christine Lee, Dr. Christine Lee, procrastination coach. Today, I am excited to share with you a few things that many of which I have just recently learned. And those are some really quick, powerful techniques to help you shake yourself from moments of anxiety, panic, and stress. I hope these techniques help you because over the years I've used them on myself, and I know that we can all kind of sink, good morning, Inga, into stress and despair and moments where we're convincing ourselves that things are just not going to work or that our efforts are going to fail or things like that. All that kind of internal messaging that just doesn't help anybody. So I want to get on with the show. I believe I have 4 tips for you today. The first tip to help you snap yourself out of your stress is to think about your worthiness. And I'll bet you didn't think I was going to start off with that one, but oftentimes the problems and the negative thinking arises from this deeper sense that we are not worthy in general. So that we're not worthy of feeling good about our work. We're not worthy of feeling accepted by other people. We're not worthy of feeling proud of our work and accomplished and to feel like we're successes. So I want to just cut that off at the chase, I think is the idiom, that we just need to stop doing that to ourselves, because believing that we're not worthy is going to drain us of our energy, our enthusiasm, and our natural motivation for putting our best foot forward, for thinking clearly, and for projecting our ideas out into the world. Good morning, Tanya and Terry. Tanya and Terry, let me know what your actual name is so I can actually address you by your correct name. And thank you for joining me all the time. So that worthiness fear, just drop it right now. That is the first tip, because you are all, every one of you who is watching, and even though those of you who are not watching, we're all worthy of love, success, good feeling, and that stability that comes when we actually feel calm inside. So good morning, Tanya. Thanks for typing that. Okay, the second tip I have for you today to get out of your stress is to see your vision. Oftentimes we're just kind of floating around and we're just doing the next thing, and we're not really attaching our intentions to any hook. We're just kind of flinging things around. So I want you to take a moment today, and even if it's just a small vision for what you're going to accomplish in the next 4 hours, I want you to picture yourself doing that item, to have that in mind, to know where you're headed, because that's going to really calm you down. You're going to know where you're going. It's like having your destination pinned down on your map. You're going to know where you're going, and then you're going to start, your body's just going to follow along, and your mind is going to go along too, and you're going to get there. So that's tip number 2. But before I end with tip number 2, anything that does not align with that vision that you're setting, you can let that go too. So I was thinking this morning when I was preparing for this live that procrastination is essentially the antithesis or the opposite of being in alignment. When we procrastinate, we turn away from things that we know we want. We're turning like in the opposite direction of our intended destination. So drop your procrastination, drop that worry, drop those feelings of not being worthy, drop the feelings of, I'm in a fog, instead of knowing that you're really clear about the road ahead. All right, third tip. I'm on a roll today. The third tip is not only have a vision, but have a big vision. Dream super, super big, because we're all creating things out of thin air. So we might as well think big, create big, be a little bit like Elon, just think about things that haven't been done yet. Think about areas that are just outside your comfort zone even. That's big. That's really big. And it's really courageous of each of us when we step outside of that kind of stable, kind of boring comfort zone. We all know what's inside the comfort zone. Let's go find what is just outside. All right. And this morning when I was making my notes for this live, I also was thinking about baking cookies. When we bake cookies, we're not thinking to ourselves as we're baking the cookies, oh, these cookies are going to suck. We are looking forward to them. We are thinking, oh, this effort is going to be worthwhile. I'm so looking forward to sharing out these cookies so I don't eat them all myself. It's all positive thinking and not negative thinking as you're creating things, because when we think negatively, things tend to go south. And we don't want anything in our lives to go south if we can prevent that. So think big, think realistically, but also think kind of like positively into the unrealistic future, that you can actually make things explode and go super well. Fourth and last tip to bust yourself out of stress is to adopt a power pose. I learned this over the weekend because I had the good fortune of listening to Amy Cuddy, Cuddy, give a lecture about her dramatic and fantastic research about how when we change our physiologic signals to our mind complies. So if you're feeling like shrunken up and like you want to hide and disappear, make yourself invisible, guess what? Your performance on those standardized tests are not going to go as well as when you stand up tall, when you put your arms akimbo, when you take a victory pose and stretch and just take up the space that you are meant to take up. There's no need to hide. This is a big planet and universe. There's space for each of us. There's no need for you to hide, to shy away from your power and your presence. And for me, I'm just grateful I'm able to learn from these wonderful people and to put my own thoughts together so I can teach the people who want to learn from me. So thank you for watching these videos. I hope you've been enjoying them. To recap, don't stay in stress all day. Your day is too valuable. Your life is too valuable to do that. So stop your worrying that you're not worth it, because that's ridiculous. And enjoy your work. Think big, think positively, think realistically, but also realistically plus. And then always sit up straight, tall, and confidently, because that confidence is natural. The embarrassment and the shame and the guilt, that's all unnatural feelings that have been taught to you, that you've adopted over the years. And I just want you to do less and less of that side of the equation and go lean in more to your power and your presence. All right. Thanks again for listening. I want to remind you that this is a big week for me, at least, because we're 6 days away from the reopening of my membership program, the Freedom from Procrastination membership program. If you like talks like this, you're going to adore and love and appreciate being a member of my membership program, because you get live coaching from me. You get a group of people who understand exactly what you're going through and want to help lift you up and out of your procrastination. And much more. You get video trainings from me and written trainings from me, but no overwhelm comes with this program. It's just fun. It's just doing things step by step and growing together. I will share links with you in this video, and I hope you'll join me soon. I have a couple webinars this Saturday and next Tuesday. As a precursor to the doors opening to the program. I'm going to share all the links below. I hope you'll join me, and I hope you'll keep following and share this video out if you feel like it's helpful to you. I know that was like 4 things for you to do. So if you do one, my heart is with you, and have a great day. Bye.